Hey you all, and good evening. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the north. More specifically, we are in Chicago, Illinois. You can see the L train passing by right there. You can hear the loud rattling sound of the L train. And yeah, we're going to enjoy the evening here in Chicago. I have come out here to replay Lincoln Park as a barcade. Can you guys hear me over the L train? We are here at, now there's one going the other direction. Oh man, they're so loud. Anyways, we are here at replay Lincoln Park, this barcade, a combination of a bar and an arcade. They have like vintage arcade games in there, but one thing that makes this place special, replay Lincoln Park, is they do like seasonal pop-up events. I've been here before. They once did a Simpsons Treehouse of Horror event that I attended, where they had Simpsons from the Treehouse of Horror that you could pose with. And I've been keeping an eye on the different events they've been having here. Did want to come back. Found out they had a Stranger Things exhibit over the holiday season, and they ended up extending it. I was going to try to go here back during the holidays. Obviously, things happened, changed my plans. I wanted to come back, and they said they extended their Stranger Things event, celebrating the finale of Stranger Things, which, by the way, I really liked. I actually really liked the last episode of Stranger Things. I thought the season maybe spun its wheels a little bit, but in the end, I think they really stuck the landing. I was very happy with how they wrapped the show up. But yeah, I wanted to see this come by, see the Stranger Things event. So please follow me. It's very cold out here. Oh my gosh, I was in the Caribbean days ago, and now I am in Chicago, and it is freezing. And here comes the L train again. Somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the L train. All right, let's get inside. Let's get some, seek out some warmth. So please follow me. The sign there: beer, bourbon, and arcade. You see outside of the building, have some Cartoon Network stuff, the Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory. But let's go into the warming warmth of free play and see those Stranger Things posters. 11, always in the center. He always fixes the problems. All sorts of strange things occurring, but 11 always seems to be able to wrap them up. As we enter here, we can see the sketches of the tentacles that run through the upside down. Oh, look at this. It's Dart, the baby Demodog that Dustin kept. Whatever happened to Dart? Did Dart end up surviving? We didn't get a proper ending for Dart. And there's that iconic string of Christmas lights with the alphabet that Joyce Byers was able to communicate with her son Will while he was stuck in the upside down. One of the most iconic things from the series. Oh, there is a lot. If you think about it, Stranger Things just added a ton of things to the pop culture collective hive mind. You can see here there's vintage arcade games all the way through there, all set on free play. So let's see, we're gonna shoot some. Oh my gosh, this Carnival. It's like a carnival, but much more sinister. It's actually evil. What are we waiting for? I think. Do I need to wait for a friend? Oh, there we are. Oh, there's a goblin. Shooting him with my plastic shotgun. We're gonna reload. Okay, you gotta shoot off the screen to reload. There's Santa's sleigh, and there's evil elves. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're getting on. Now we gotta fight bees. Finished. See different video games from different periods. It's different video games from different eras. You got Tekken. Yoshimitsu, the demon. I really loved fighting games in the 90s, like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Although when these 3D fighters came out, I couldn't figure them out. That's when I officially turned into an old man. And 3D fighting games came out the turn of the century. Now this is more my speed, something 2D like Double Dragon. Oh, watch this. Fast. I remember seeing that it fascinated me where the girl gets punched in the stomach and then carted away. I was mesmerized by that bit of age-inappropriate violence. Oh. Am I Bimmy or Jimmy? Then Tetris. I remember the first time I played Tetris was on my Game Boy. And I remember it was the one game, I liked playing video games when I was a kid. It was the one game where the adults would always steal my Game Boy to play Tetris. I say when you get your first piece, it's usually not good to get that piece. Oh, the square, that's another bad piece. These are all trash. Trash pieces. Look at all these squares. Okay, Heaven finally sent me something that actually fits. There we go. And I gotta spin this around, and that'll tuck nicely in there. It's a Cruisin' World. I remember Cruisin' USA and Cruisin' World. Both were a lot of fun. We'd go down with my sister to an arcade where my dad worked, and we would play Cruisin' USA. There's a pinball here as well. You got Kiss, and then the Monster Bash with the Universal Monsters. Well, this must be Hopper's cabin over here. This bar. You can see all the Eggos he keeps up there for 11. Not a very healthy diet to eat nothing but microwave waffles. And I have an episode of Stranger Things playing right here on the TV. Yeah? Don't know what episode this is. And it looks like the Hawkins Middle School Snowball. Here is the DJ booth. Yeah, here's the Snowball sign over top the pinball machines. Being welcome to Hawkins, where you can pose on the bicycle, but also beware because there is the Mind Flayer looming over the town with those dark clouds. Oh, see him flash? You can see behind the bar they have the Scoops Ahoy ice cream sign. Also a family video sign from the chain of, probably the last real chain of video stores in this country. Some Stranger Things themed drinks here. Vecna, the Hellfire Club, the Mind Flayer. I don't know if I want my mind flayed. Let's try the Demogorgon. And there it is, the Demogorgon. Look at, you can see the little flower in there shaped like the Demogorgon's face. Wow. Turn my brain upside down. And here he is right over here, the Demogorgon. I would say another big piece of pop culture that Stranger Things added, the horrifying Demogorgon, like its flower petal face. Although I did wonder in the last season how Will was able to see through the Demogorgon's eyes when they do not have eyes. Just one of those things. There's probably an explanation. Probably just not thinking of it. Okay, we've been to Hawkins. I think it's time to head to the Upside Down. The Level Up tab. Oh, look at this.
You make them! They're hard, man!
Okay, in here, you can see the portal in the ceiling. You can pass through from the right side up to the inside out. Now, what room are we in here? Whose house is this? With the Marble Madness and Street Fighter arcade games. You can see Vecna here, the big bad rising through his world of evil. The floating clock over there. Got the Scoops Ahoy booth here, shaped like a boat. And the Demodog on front. The Demodog, I'm not 100% sure if the Demodog is a different species than the Demogorgon or if they are baby Demogorgons. Unclear about that. Look into that mouth. There's another Demogorgon here messing with the Christmas lights. And then like this is Castle Byers, Will Byers' safe space. Let's peek in here. What's this? Okay, got a sleeping bag in here. Take a little nap right here in the middle of the bar. Over here, I think, is the upside down version of Eddie Munson's trailer where he stood on top and battled Demobats. Oh yeah, there's the Demobats up there. We can actually climb up here to the top. Oh yeah, we're on top of the upside down. Now watch out for those Demobats. They killed Eddie Munson. Oh hey, Vecna. I figure we find some local Chicago food to eat. And Chicago's known for its hot dogs. It's known for its deep dish pizza. It's also known for its Italian beef. So I was actually looking for a good Italian beef place and decided to come here to Johnny's Beef and Gyros. See if we can get an Italian beef here. I ordered an Italian beef, but I may need to come back for this. The Big Daddy. It's got cucumber sauce, grilled onions, gyro meat. It's got then a burger patty, more gyro meat, another burger patty. Oh, that looks mighty tasty. I may have to return here to try the Big Daddy at some point. Some different Chicago figures here on the wall. The Blues Brothers, Al Capone, Michael Jordan, and Mike Ditka. Look at this World's Fair poster. It's from the Century of Progress, which occurred in 1933. And there it is, my authentic Chicago Italian beef. So I've had Italian beef before, but mostly just my grandmother's Italian beef. Of course, growing up near Chicago, people make their own Italian beef, but I've never had honestly, I've never ordered Italian beef in a restaurant in a place like this, kind of the classic of Chicago place where you come get gyros, hot dogs, and Italian beef. I've never ordered the Italian beef. We have it. My grandma would make it for almost every occasion: 4th of July, Christmas. Always making for Italian beef. But I've never had the restaurant, the Chicago, experience of ordering an Italian beef. So I figured, I love my grandmother's Italian beef, but let's see what it tastes like from an establishment such as this. Oh, this looks good. All right, here we go. Try to open that. The cheesiness. They asked me what kind of cheese I wanted. I chose mozzarella. That's what they recommended. They asked if I wanted hot or sweet peppers. I said, let's go with the sweet peppers. And let's dig in. See, the bun is soggy with the meat juice. That meat, the liquid soaked up in there. Very tasty. But I got a distinct seasoning to it. You guys can see the beef in there. And this drizzling beef juice. Oh yeah. A lot of cheesiness. It tastes like the au jus or beef juice. Oh, that is very yummy. I'm gonna try these peppers. Yeah, very delicious. My grandma actually uses more spice in hers. She uses anise, the spice anise, for her Italian beef. This is a little milder seasoning, but very good. It's like a hot roast beef sandwich with that Italian seasoning. That very yummy mozzarella cheese. I'll show some of the beef there, but it's just so much cheese. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not like a Philly cheesesteak. It's completely different flavor, you know, with the juice and kind of the Italian seasoning. It has like its own distinct flavor. It's completely separate experience from like a Philly cheesesteak. Of course, a member of the Clean Foil Club here. That was very, very tasty. In a somewhat questionable decision, decided to walk down here to Oz Park. It's questionable because it's 7 degrees outside. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm very cold now. My dad used to live in Lincoln Park, Chicago, and he would bring his dogs. He would walk his dogs out here to Oz Park. And look who we have here. It is Dorothy Gale and her little dog, Toto. And yes, this is called Oz Park because we have statues of Dorothy, as well as the Friends of Dorothy here in the park. And the Wizard of Oz actually has connections to Chicago. Oh, just notice there, look at the bright red ruby slippers there on Dorothy. Yeah, L. Frank Baum, the author of the original Wizard of Oz, lived in Chicago. The original stage presentation of the Wizard of Oz was debuted in Chicago. And the thing that I find most fascinating is the idea for the Emerald City was inspired by the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, where they built a city all in white, also known as the White City. Is heard in the Devil in the White City. It's the story about H.H. Holmes, but Frank Baum went to the 1893 World's Fair. He saw the White City, and it made him think of the Emerald City, which he wrote about in his book, The Wizard of Oz. So in a way, Chicago really is the Emerald City. See the playground here, and sadly, someone's balloons, those Mylar balloons, got stuck up in that tree. Maybe had a little birthday party out here, and now the trees are a permanent part of Chicago. You can see the playground itself labeled the Emerald City. I know the Friends of Dorothy are around here somewhere. Oh boy, let's see if we can find them. I don't have a yellow brick road to follow. Oh, here we go. This is the friend that Dorothy missed most of all, the Scarecrow. Jen, that's something Jen gets hung up about. Why did Dorothy say she would miss the Scarecrow most of all? And she said it right in front of all of her other friends, which is kind of mean. I guess she met him first, but she only met him like 5 minutes before she met the Tin Woodsman. I don't know. Interesting. Guess they had a special relationship. And there's still a little bit of Christmas here in Oz Park. Oh, and who's that? Peeking out of the edge of the park here. Why, I do believe that is none other than the Tin Woodsman. Or the Tin Man, as he was called in the film. See here, frozen, rusted, much like he was in the movie. Frozen here until someone comes by with an oil can. Well, the one thing I'm really curious about is there seems to be people leaving things here for the Tin Woodsman, some candles and flowers. I have to wonder what the significance of that is. if it's yeah, offerings to the Tin Man. Now let's see if we can find that lion before I freeze. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Some would argue that it's too cold to be out in Chicago tonight hunting lions. What do those people know? Oh, thank goodness. Here is the cowardly lion. I don't know if you can tell from this angle, but he is wearing a crown. He is the king of the forest, after all. This is Jen's favorite of the Friends of Dorothy. And the one thing that always got me when I was a kid, the scarecrow, he thought he had no brain, but he was actually the smartest of the group. He was the best when it came to a dangerous situation. He could always think of a solution. The Tin Woodsman thought he had no heart, but he was the most passionate and compassionate of the group. The Cowardly Lion claimed he had no courage, but he was actually right. He had no courage. He was a big coward, but we all still love him anyways. So I mentioned my dad used to live around here, could actually walk to the park here. That's where he took his dogs. At one time, me, my daughter Annabelle, and my brother Jack came out here, and we had the strangest occurrence. We were here at night. It was probably around this time. It was dark. We were walking through the park. It was a nicer night. It wasn't winter. It was a little bit warmer. Because I don't remember being freezing. But we were walking, and we came across this guy, and he was on his knees. He was in the park, sitting on his knees in the middle of the park, and he had a golf club in his hand, and he was chopping it like an axe. He was swinging it very aggressively, very violently, not at anything, just parked on his knees, just shah. And I remember my little brother, he slapped me, and he's like, Jake, that guy is practicing chopping people's heads off. And yeah, Anna was scared. Jack was freaked out, so we kind of hightailed it out of Oz Park at that point. Oh, memories. This bar erupted into cheerfulness. People hugging, jumping, clapping. I didn't know what was. You could hear it. Hear it in the streets. It looks like they're watching a football game. Apparently, the Bears. Oh, this guy here. Wow. Oh, it's in this bar too. They're singing Seven Nation Army. Wow. Must have been a touchdown or something. Oh man, I need to get out of the cold. Oh, I think it is way too cold to be wandering around. I wore my winter jacket. This is obviously not adequate. I do have a winter hat in here somewhere. There we go. Put this on. I think I actually need a better winter hat than this. I need one that goes around here. Maybe I need a scarf. A scarf to cover up my face and keep me warm. I also think I need gloves. I don't use gloves because I have to operate the camera. But I don't know. Maybe I could find. Is there gloves where you can like have one finger? Maybe? I don't know. I need to look into my options for gloves, or at least maybe a glove and I pull it off when I use my camera, or put it back on. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing outdoor activities all weekend in Minnesota, and I need warmer clothes. Oh, I mean, it's 9 degrees tonight. I don't think it's going to be any warmer in Minnesota. Ooh, it's to breathe the air and it hurts your lungs. It's so cold. Oh, That hat feels nice, though. You know, the problem with this hat is it doesn't protect your ears. Your ear would be like right here, and the wind could just blow into your ear. Oh, ooey, boy. Oh, so I did want to say a big thank you to you guys. The comments from yesterday's video were just so nice, just so supportive. You guys are the best. And I appreciate you guys just listening to me vent a little bit. I think it is really hard to explain. It's just a weird thing that gets in your head, you know, when you are a vlogger, when you are a public facing person, about just getting criticism from like people you don't know, people that don't know you. I call it fan fiction because people are talking about you like they know your thoughts, like they know the thoughts of people around you, and it's just so weird. It's like reading fan fiction about yourself, but people are talking about it like it's true. But you know, it just really shows me, you know, when I see the comments and how supportive you guys are, that those people just really shouldn't even be on my radar. It's just such a small amount of people. And it made me think back to something Adam told me. And this was one of the first times I ever hung out with them. And you know, he's talking about like negativity on the internet. I don't think I had not really experienced that yet. But he was talking to me about it. You know, words that would definitely become important to me later on in my career. And I remember him saying, he's like, 1,000 people will tell you you're great, and then one person tells you you suck. And you stop and think for a minute and say, well, maybe I do suck. It's something about that. Something about where sometimes the negativity seems louder. But I do think that, you know, I think in Adam's later years, he worked through that and got to a point where he was able to just turn it off and just, you know, that's one of the things I love about Adam. He was just unabashedly himself. Like, he didn't feel like he needed permission from anyone to do anything, and he didn't let anyone's what they said affect what he did. And again, that is the circle of goodness, and that is what I the model that I'm trying to live my life. So thinking about Adam every day, and seeing all the different, you know, stuff he taught me. The greatest teacher I ever had. And yeah, those long drives in the car, or hanging out in a hotel room in the evening, he bestowed such good wisdom on me, and I just try to lead with that and follow in the footsteps that he left. I came down here to check out a different barcade. You can see the sign there, Logan Hardware. Well, it is no longer a hardware store. It is now an arcade known as Logan Arcade. See, it says so right there. So very fun barcade here, but they're actually missing the one thing I came to look for. They actually used to have a animatronic band here by the window called the Biscuits, that were a repurposed Beagles. It's an animatronic used by Chuck E. Cheese. They had turned them into a punk band called the Biscuits, where they sang punk parody songs about dogs. They do have some fun Halloween animatronics up there behind the bar. Little animatronic decorations. You can see them all squirming and moving up there. Some fun pinball machines here. The Evil Dead with the Deadite coming out of the top. You got the Walking Dead. So the Evil Dead, the Walking Dead, and the Walking Dead has the zombies in the tank that belonged to the governor. And look at this vintage pinball art. Gorgar. This looks like the devil standing over two people being intimate with one another. There's their Stranger Things pinball. Oh, look at the King. They have all the cool toppers here. The King Kong has the like a movie of, is that Godzilla versus Kong up there? Okay, since you can see some traces of the biscuits, you see some merch here for that missing animatronic band. Never heard of Timber. Looks like it's some sort of lumberjack style game. Tapper, of course, where you play as a bartender throwing beer at angry customers to get them to relax. The glow-in-the-dark Halloween decorations. A lot of Halloween decorations in here. It's always a lot of fun. And this may be my favorite arcade game of all time, The Simpsons. Talked about it before. Me and my brother, my cousin, and my sister beat it a couple of years ago together. We'd always played it, but we got together at a barcade and all beat it. Stood here with the infinite plays and finally put an end to Mr. Burns and its evil ways. This is a fun one, Sunset Riders. They're kind of like a beat 'em up, but I guess more of a shoot 'em up. You have the different cowboys kind of fighting their way through the Old West. Bone Busters here has a super spooky skeleton on top of it. The games here are not free play. You have to actually get some change, some authentic change, which is becoming a less common thing in our lives. This is the booze barometer. It's supposed to detect how sober... Oh. It's supposed to test if you're sober or not. But I literally cannot beat these at any point in my life. Is anyone else? Oh, that's a pretty good streak right there. Is anyone else actually able to beat these games? Because I'm useless. Oh, that's annoying. Gotta get it back to the start. We'll turn that. Oh, that's better. R2-D2 here. Yeah, lots of pinball, lots of vintage video games, but sadly now with no animatronic band. Look at that gorilla up there. It's from one of those old Electrocute the Gorilla arcade machines. So good news. I asked the bartender about the Biscuits animatronic band, and he said they are on loan to a different arcade right now called Elston Electric. I was going to drive over there tonight, but unfortunately I checked online and they close at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to put that on my list. We will, at a later date, I will head over there to Elston Electric and try to find the Biscuits, the animatronic band that used to reside here. I guess this is their home base, but I guess they, I saw online they actually played at like a festival. It's kind of funny, an animatronic band doing a gig at a festival. But yeah, I'm gonna try to find a way to get over to Elston Electric at some point. I was gonna run over there tomorrow, but they're closed tomorrow. And then the next day I gotta get on the train. So I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. I assure you I'll find a way over there so we can find the Biscuits. My poor icy car here. My car driving through the salt and ice to get here. Oh, it's not used to these cold weathers. Neither am I. Well, I guess this video has come to its logical conclusion. Got started a little late tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock. So everything's closed. I'm really bummed. I wanted to go over to Elston Electronics to see the Biscuits, the animatronic band, but they are closed. I think that's closed around 8 o'clock. So sadly, we'll not be able to visit them tonight. Like I said, I was thinking about coming back tomorrow. I'm like, gotta see those Biscuits, but they're closed tomorrow, and then I gotta get on the train. So maybe we'll find our way over there at some point. I do come to the Chicago area regularly. Not only do I come here to visit my mom, but I come here because this is the train center of the United States. If you look at a map, you can get anywhere from Chicago on a train. It's like you look at Union Station, Chicago, and all the trains, all the Amtrak passenger trains, like spread out. But we're not getting on a train tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be coming back tomorrow. I'm going home to my mom's house right now. I think I'm gonna come back and do some things here in Chicago. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of sleep tonight so I can get back over here to Chicago and don't lay around all day like I did today. But thank you guys, and when I say that, I really mean it. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you guys. Going through all this, your positivity has given me strength. You guys, your shared love of Adam has helped carry me through this. Not that I'm through this, not that I'll ever be through this, but you've helped keep me on track, and that's the best I can do right now is keep on track. So we got an adventure coming up, the Winter Carnival in Minnesota. I don't think it's going to get canceled, but we are going to we're gonna go through with our plans unless someone else says otherwise. So that's what's coming up on the channel. Thank you. If you like these videos, please consider subscribing. What I do here is I travel around the United States and beyond. Been to all 50 states, looking at heading out into other countries as well this year. I visit roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, anything fun, really. We take road trips on the channel. We do themed road trips. We travel by train, by plane, by automobile, and by boat. Got some big things planned this year, so I hope you guys will stick with me. If you'd like to help out the channel, there's always Patreon, $3 or more. We get you a postcard once a month from me to you. We've got the Etsy shop turned back on if you wanted any merchandise, souvenirs, motel key fobs, press pennies, enamel pins, fun stuff down there. And I am doing Cameo again. I got my Cameo turned back on. In fact, I got to do it Cameo right now after I end this video. If you want to what it is, it's like a personal message. I record a video. It can be just for you, or it can be for someone else as a gift for a special occasion or a non-special occasion. And of course, all those things help to keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Till next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.